Have you ever wondered, if I've lost my IRS audit, can I get a second chance to fight it? I'll tell you. Hi, I'm Jeff Fouts, a tax attorney located in Metro Atlanta with a nationwide law practice helping clients who have serious IRS problems. So, if you've lost your IRS audit, can you have a second chance to fight it? The answer is, if you've lost your audit, you may not be out of luck. You may be a great candidate for an audit reconsideration. Audit reconsiderations are just what they sound like, an opportunity for you to ask the IRS to take a second look at the results of your tax audit. In other words, you're asking the IRS to reconsider all the audit changes they made based upon new information that you're able to supply them. Audit reconsiderations are a possible tool to reopen your IRS audit that assessed additional taxes when you did not agree to the changes they made to your tax return. Let's look at some specific examples. For example, you're audited, but you cannot locate the proof of your expenses for your business that you reported on a Schedule C. The IRS closes the audit by not allowing all of your business expenses, and they issue a final audit report showing the bill for your additional taxes. Of course, since you didn't get to claim all your expenses because you didn't have the proof, that's going to make your taxes go up. But if you don't sign the audit report, then you don't appeal it, the IRS will assess the additional taxes within 6 months. Okay? But if during this 6-month time period you happen to relocate your records in your attic or closet or wherever, once the audit changes have assessed, you may request that the IRS reconsider their decision. Another example might be where you've received an IRS, what's called a CP 2000 matching audit letter. I like to call these robo-audit letters. In the mail, what you do is you get these in the mail. What that does is it lets you know that the IRS doesn't believe that you reported all your income. For whatever reason, they see something in their computer system that disagrees with what you have in your tax return, and it spits that letter out. Okay, you read the CP 2000 letter, but the more you read it, the more confused you get. A CP 2000 letter requires that you respond within 30 days. Let's assume that you don't mail a response to the IRS in that time period. The IRS assumes that because you didn't disagree with the proposed changes, you therefore must agree with the changes listed in that letter, and they proceed to assess or post the additional taxes against you. Then they send you a tax bill. Let's pretend that after you receive the IRS bill for the tax changes that you take this letter, the CP 2000 letter, to a tax professional to review. The tax professional discovers that you did report the income, which the IRS said you didn't report on your tax return. The IRS simply failed to look in the right place. So they're actually counting that income twice instead of the one time that you put it down correctly on your tax return. You can file an audit reconsideration asking that the IRS reverse the additional taxes. Another example might be where you received a bill from the IRS for a tax year that you thought had been paid in full. So you file the tax return, you think you paid the tax in full, but the IRS somehow doesn't think that that's correct. So they send you a letter saying, hey, you owe us money. You contact a tax professional to look into the matter. The tax professional discovers that the IRS had audited you for a prior year and had assessed additional taxes against you. But in this case, let's assume that you never received a notice from the IRS saying, hey, we're going to audit you. So what happened is you didn't get a chance to challenge the audit. Let's just assume that you move frequently for your employer, but you always file your tax returns on time using your current address. Very important. Once the tax professional was able to obtain copies of your audit from the IRS, he was able to request an audit reconsideration because you were never given an opportunity to show your side of the facts during the audit. Because the IRS had failed to give you the proper notice that they were going to audit you, even though they had your correct address at the time. The IRS must address all IRS correspondence to you at your current address that they have on file. And one of the main ways that you can officially notify the IRS of an address change is by filing your tax return on time with the new address. Or you can file a form that the IRS change of address form called a Form 8822. So that's a good reason to challenge the audit and get a chance to put your side forward. An audit reconsideration is an excellent strategy, which can allow you to have another chance to prove that your original tax return filing was correct and that the IRS is wrong in saying that you owe them additional tax, penalties, and interest. However, I caution you, the correct way to request an audit reconsideration varies depending upon how the IRS audited you. I hope this important video tip has helped you understand the IRS a little bit better and about how tax problems are solved. Chances are you have questions or concerns about your own particular tax problem. What I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. Over the past 20 years, I've represented clients in all 50 states and 29 foreign countries, and I welcome your call. You can call me at the number listed here on the audio below, or you can email me at jfouts@taxhelpattorney.com. I'm Jeff Fouts, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.